What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Runners will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Memphis.
Here we go. Right. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bonifant. Still on his feet at the 45. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
This is quarterback part of their running game. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. The give. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Touchdown.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. going in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. Brown wants to pass. Fires on the move. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Legs to grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
221 wing, 221 wing. Ready, set.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
On the run, it's Barnes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Memphis. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
UTSA 0.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. Turning it on. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Roadrunners in the hurry-up.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Leaves it with the back. Oh, ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays, and that running back had it, man. He had a first down, but he just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Let's go. Break. Single, single.
That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Let's go.
Sends it back in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and goal.
Single, single. All right.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. All right, guys, let's take just a second here and talk about UTSA. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program, and he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but there he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Extra point.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. The quick out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Jones. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. On the move, he fires. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Brown wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And a first down.
Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Using his legs, it's Bodiford. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I love when you throw the fullback a bone. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you were great. Could have been even greater.
Or I could have been a defensive lineman and a 3-time All-American and a first-round draft pick.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Roadrunners are flying down the field.
Set, ready.
The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the Roadrunners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got it on the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quarterback keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Now on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Grab behind the line. It's Henry. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So 1st down will open up the final period. He might want another play. Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Roadrunners want to move quickly.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Might as well give it to him again. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give as they work on that clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Catch in the middle, it's cross. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. FIU overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Panthers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Get things started on this drive from the 24. Might be changing the route. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Starts to scramble to the left. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out.
21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very...
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Memphis. He would not be denied. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
The extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Memphis, 49. UTSA, 20.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brown wants to pass. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
First down.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Anderson.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's going to run it. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Brown will throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.